following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Thanks. I love Janice.
And give you some scream sheets to read.
It's tough being in the hospital there. The dame had to leave. She wasn't allowed to be there while we recovered.
Hey, come on, the saxophone music played.
Hotbod Hardridge Hardcore. Uh-oh. Hardcore training, that is. The leggy lass is getting ready to face down the power combo of Lisa Steele and Alice Cole, baby. And her determination is palpable. The NCT was invited to attend Raven's training session on Tuesday, and it was quite a show. Everyone was there, and everyone was performing at superhuman levels. NCT staff had not witnessed such physical prowess, not even in military exercises. And Candace Hardridge was very attention-getting. It's hard to believe that she has so little cybernetics that the legs drenched in sweat, hefting hundreds of pounds into the air, weren't cybernetic. Team manager Desmond DeSosa glowed with pride. Candace is really putting in 200%. She's never been so motivated. It was impossible to disagree as her incredible body was put through its paces. It's hard to believe she's still single, isn't it? DeSosa added, that being said, it does present certain opportunities down the line. He would not elaborate on that comment. We stayed for 3 hours, during which not a single member of the team stopped or took a break. We've been studying Cole's old matches. But we're well aware that there are other people on the team. We're not forgetting them, DeSouza said. We were not permitted to attend the tactics meeting or practice match, but the team all looked focused. Hardridge even looked a little annoyed that she had to stop working out in order to pose for some pictures before we left. We have no idea who will win in February, but if the condition of Candace's famous legs are anything to go by, focus is anything to go by, we're all in for a hell of a show. And then, butts.
Yeah, it's all about the gams.
Look where eyes can't see. Sue Davenport, explorer, speleologist, Kuroshi Opticals.
Wow, just straight up tits. I love it. There's not just a speed brawl is taking up 2/3 of the head of the Catherine White and date auction. Chicago typewriters player Catherine White, not pictured right. Oh, okay, that's someone else. Known for her lightning-fast speed and charitable work, will be participating in a date auction to benefit the construction of a new veterans clinic. White, who has a successful 3-year career in speed brawl, will be auctioned off along with several other eligible bachelors and bachelorettes from various industries, including sports entertainment and tech. The event, organised by the Veterans Association of Night City, aims to raise funds for the construction of a new state-of-the-art clinic that will provide comprehensive medical and mental health services to veterans and their families. I'm honoured to be part of this event and support the poor veterans who got left out in the cold after the corporations were done with them.
Oh boy, and reading the lore on that is a horror story.
Yeah.
There's a thing called the Long Walk.
I don't know if I want
Because
to know.
the corporates pulled out of the South End region and it's just like, you guys can walk
everyone
home if you
get to
want.
walk home
Yeah.
if ooh.
No, where was I? Said White in a statement. White, who has been actively involved in various charitable organisations, including the Night City Youth Foundation and the Speedball Players Association, is known for her dedication to helping others. She's not just an amazing athlete, she's also an incredible human being, said Speedball teammate and tried friend Jack Foster. She's always willing to lend a helping hand and support worthy causes. I'm not surprised that she's participating in this event. The date auction will take place at the Ballroom in Pacifica Playground, and all proceeds will go towards the construction of the Veterans Clinic. We're thrilled to have Catherine White and other prominent members of the community participate in our fundraiser, said Link Masterton, president of the Veterans Association of Night City. Their support and generosity will help us provide much-needed services to our veterans and their families. The event is open to the public, and tickets can be purchased online or at the door.
Guns, guns, and guns. The Washington Riot Wing has some saucy new weapons. Bridget McMinn... wait a minute. McMinn. Familiar.
Elmer McMinn.
We killed a McMinn.
No, you did not kill the McMinn.
Oh,
They
okay.
survived. Alternate flank and wing for the past few years has always attracted attention. First by releasing a softcore pornographic movie, Then for her training BDs, it included the shower afterwards. Now it's her new guns. Embedded in her famous breasts, these guns are a new kind of pop-up cybernetic. It's exactly what you think. This daring dame's nipples can shoot acid out at an opponent. And that is not all they can do, she said. Can't wait.
Oh, all right.
Straight away again. Not even a gap. I suppose we do have to recover a bed and read something. I guess it's my turn. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Micro-P.
Read it.
Sidewinder's live action movie confirmed. Oh, I should also read Micro-P. Sidewinder's live action movie confirmed. The Sidewinders have entertained tens of people for decades since the inception as a TTRPG game played by some percent town in bumfuck nowhere, New Zealand. Did you know there was an old Zealand? I didn't. I mean, I know there's just a Zealand.
Yeah.
And now the main and canon offshoot of Mass Effect. A Sub-Parma Sandal trilogy of games from the 2000s is finally getting a major motion picture. Sidewinder's Birth of Cerberus. Fuck it. The trailer dropped only yesterday and already fans are just gushing cum over it, no matter how bad it seems. The trailer fans claim what's to show the Sidewinder's core team and a figure some are suggesting might perhaps be the Elusive Man. It's about time the Sidewinders had Cerberus in it, gushed one fat loser. I can't wait for the most epic of fights against Mass Effect's real main bad guys. Then he stopped and raised the tip of his fingers to his cheeks, robbing himself of what little masculinity he may have
Like
possessed.
That soy face
Oh
thing.
my God! He erupted. What if they joined them? He then rushed off to blag about his new trailer theory. Other fans expressed relief that the Sidewinders had embraced diversity. Oh God. With the casting of Janique Majamba of Namibia as Loghain, the 5'2" actress who weighs 3,909 pounds on the moon, expressed her gratitude to Micro-P, who owned the Mass Effect rights, won't be surprised. All I'm grateful that they find a woman have finally been chosen to play Loghain, as the original player as was intended.
No. I'm just putting that on the record.
Other casts have been confirmed, including Elias Book, a trans man, to play Tiala. Such perfect casting. Yeah, I think I see him there. I mean, her there. And Angeline Baena to play Rover Robibears. Well, I mean, you've got them in the armor, so I don't know how accurate that one is.
Baena is the last name of the illegitimate Schwarzenegger kid. I just decided to keep that little reference going there.
Oh, yeah.
With fan favourites Ator and Zalo to be played by a computer-generated AI. Micro-P announced a new Sidewinder to be introduced to the canon, the fluffy animal play Bippy, a cute talking animal they find on a strange world. We needed a goofy little guy, a goofy fun little guy to break up some of the more dramatic and grim scenes. People are going to love her, Director Jeff Sims smugly quipped. Sims also confirmed that Sidewinder's AI Trish would also not be appearing, saying, I never really watched or read any of the Sidewinder stuff, didn't like it, but it doesn't make sense. There should be an AI that Cerberus didn't invent, not logical. At the end of the day, even if you liked Trish, the movie isn't about him. The movie's about Cerberus and Loghain and Tiala's struggling marriage.
Everything is wrong.
Oh, God. I mean, just because you sometimes act like an old married couple doesn't mean... The movie dividing fans...
Who are you calling couple?
Some excited, others complaining about the changes. The producers and critics quickly whipped up a mob to hound the so-called purists, according to them, of racism and transphobia, which, while not making sense, nonetheless resulted in over 125 justified murders of those hate bigots, just as Sidewinder's creator Kenneth White would have wanted. He was a good man who loved trans people and diversity. Yep, that sounds about right. The mummified body of Lord Gates Scroat. Oh no! I'm glad I got that one. Your turn.
No!
Keep
This is
going.
a double article. You keep reading.
Oh, okay. Well, there's the actual ad for it. God damn, that fucking image.
Cerberus.
That's low gain there.
Yep.
I also love that you just took this fat black lesbian and you just
Put the mandibles on.
got these glued on bad man.
Yeah. I also love that Sidewinders is the smallest word on that whole thing. It's that image is the cheapest yet most glorious thing I've ever made.
With fans scrubbing through the trailer for tiny details, they can extrapolate into huge overblown theories. Others are questioning the canonical state of a film the director has called Sidewinders Done Right at Last. Micro Pain has allowed that movie will be combat extravagance, just as the original game was played. With some fans who are now dead claiming the original TTRPG sessions focus more on interminable waffle and stealth, Jeff Sims responded, "There are needed changes. Nobody wants to watch a talking waffle fest. They want action, and there was action." Some idiots then asked about the heavy Cerberus focus of the trailer, with one word saying, "There's a lot of Cerberus imagery in the trailer, and the voiceover does nothing but suck Cerberus cock. But they were barely in Sidewinders. That game quickly minimized Cerberus back to what it was supposed to be. They redefined the canon perfectly." Sims responded thusly, "Cerberus is clearly the main focus of the original Mass Effect games. I'm correcting the Sidewinders to be more perfect." You are perfect. It only makes sense. Cerberus is the real main threat. What other organization would have all its resources take away and still conquer Omega, the Citadel, harass the protagonist all the time, and build infinity million super advanced troopers and outshine the Reapers? They are clearly the best group in all of Mass Effect. The Sidewinders trying to erase that is foolish. I will make it better by fixing Sidewinders. Micropene has already announced a raft of new products to follow Birth of Cerberus, Sidewinders 2, Cerberus 2, Cerberus 3, Adventures of Cerberus television show, Choices, the Mass Effect Rail Ride at Pacifica, Sidewinders Red, Sidewinders Green, and Sidewinders Blue video games. A Zalo porn game. It should be an outdoor porn game, but of course everything is wrong.
Yeah.
And the 10 movie Cerberus Conquers the Sidewinders movie series.
Oh no.
You're welcome.
Riot, up in the top. The Precinct Paradox, a tale of cost, underfunding, and lingering distrust inside the troubled walls of the 113. Link Masterton. In the heart of Watson, where shadows cast long and the streets whisper secrets, stands the controversial 113th Precinct. The scars of destruction still fresh from the previous precincts, the Night City Council's decision to build a brand new facility has sparked a heated debate. While some question the exorbitant cost, others point to the underlying issue, the alarming underfunding that plagues our law enforcement. Nestled amidst a community caught between gratitude and skepticism, the 113th Precinct has found itself at the centre of attention. Officers stationed here, dedicated and brave despite the odds, face the challenges of limited resources and the burden of purchasing their own equipment. It's a testament to their commitment that they continue to protect and serve, even when the system fails to provide the support they deserve. However, the residents' ambivalence towards the police is not unfounded. The precinct's track record, though peppered with high-profile arrests and commendable closures, also bears the scars of a recent incident where the Iron Sights gang momentarily took control of the station. The unsettling question arises, could there be a leak within the precinct itself? It's within this complex landscape that we delve deeper, peeling back the layers of bureaucracy and examining the intricacies of Night City's law enforcement. The construction costs of the new precinct, which some label as excessive, raise eyebrows and invite scrutiny. Yet the true concern lies in the neglect of existing infrastructure and the inadequate funding that hampers the effectiveness of our police force as a whole. The 113th Precinct's resilience in the face of adversity shines through, showcasing the unwavering dedication of its officers. However, it also serves as a stark reminder of the systematic issues that plague the very foundation of our society. The delicate balance between safety and trust, strained by a history of failed promises, leaves the residents caught between their need for protection and the skepticism of long-term police presence. As we navigate the complex narratives intertwining the 113th Precinct, one thing becomes clear. Night City's law enforcement needs systematic change. The residents demand accountability, transparency, and investment in the pillars that uphold justice. There's a call that must be heeded if we are to restore faith in our protectors and bridge the growing divide between the authorities and the community they serve. In the coming weeks, we'll continue to explore the intricacies of the 113th Precinct and the larger issues surrounding Night City's law enforcement apparatus. Together we can shed light on the challenges faced by those who don the badge and forge a path toward a safer and more just city for all. Remember, dear readers, that the truth is often obscured by the shadows. So now it is our duty to illuminate the darkness and hold those in power accountable. Watch this space for more revelations and insights into the tangled web that is Night City's law enforcement. Disclaimer. The views expressed in this article are solely those of the author and do not necessarily reflect the views of the publication or its affiliates.
It was a little open-minded towards us, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like actual journalism maybe happening there.
I love
like
the way you ramble and belch your way through something that I spent like a whole day actually sweating over trying to channel Hunter S. Thompson and get some fucking prose in there. You're just like, the police suck!
Breaking news out of Washington. Veteran power...
Oh, come on, read the title.
Oh, Winter is leaving.
There we go.
Veteran power attack Celine Winter has left negotiations after what was reported to be an argument that could be heard outside the building. Ear witness reports that tantalizing phrases as,
precinct?
I'm not flashing my tits for your bottom line, and no, you can suck my dick, before 3 shots rang out and Winter stormed out of the office, shouting, I quit. Washington Riot Press have reported Miss Winter is still under contract as far as we are concerned. They have posted a bounty of 10,000 eddies for her safe return. However, Celine Winter has contacted sports media Hef Gunderson and offered to reveal what she calls dynamite news on some of the backroom dealings of the riot. In response to the riot, have issued another statement raising their bounty to 20,000 eddies alive, 50,000 dead. They have also announced that they have terminated Miss Winter's contract, a move which comes as little surprise to sports media, as Winter was noted to be difficult to work with, often refusing to spend time with team backers and shying away from media. Also, they are looking for a new team manager, following what they are calling his murder by Celine Winter. Miss Winter is currently wanted in the Noosa for corporate espionage and murder, which lends credence to her claims that she has dirt on the riot. This murder and resignation is just the latest in a long list of issues Winter has had with the riot. Starting, is it? Is it?
Yeah,
Starting when she was moved from wing to power attack. Wacky.
Yeah, and you're welcome, yeah.
Well, I think what we need to do is talk to Candace and say we should just get her on for the Ravens.
I mean, she has a $50,000 bounty on her, it might not be the smartest play until that's all resolved, but...
Well, that's in the NUSA.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, yeah, that's the thing.
So as long as you don't have an away game ever...
She just does home games.
Hey, assassins don't go to other places to kill people. Posh.
Well, maybe she should join the champions. Yes, we're a European team, but led by me, Chris Belson. That's a real team, the champions.
Oh.
They're a European League team.
Nice.
Chris Belson, Kasumi, Alan Falk, I think.
That'd be Percival's favourite team.
No, I think he's
He's more a fan of the players than the team.
just like the ladies. Although that Celine is a bit of a tasty crumpet.
Shock horror.
Right, eventually you get let out.
Ugh.
Hey, lover.
Howdy.
You look better.
Yeah, I feel a little better. I don't know. I don't think I'm actually any hit points
Well,
better.
we can't actually administer a speed heal to you, so...
Not until the next day.
You are, however, patched up.
Okay.
Oh yeah, did we get back any?
No.
No.
You just had your speed heals, right?
Unless you hadn't had yours from the...
If you haven't had one, then yes, you got one.
But I definitely
I haven't
had.
had one for over a day.
Then you can have a will and body back.
I have to wait till the morning.
And your legs fixed. BT dubs. It just happens anyway.
Be careful
Do you
getting
roll
caught.
them or you just add them?
You just add them. Just add the total value you have. It's pretty sweet, and you love it. Just gonna fix up Vince's broken leg on my thing.
3. True, and I've got to remove that.
You just tap on it and press heal.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, how many hit points do you have now? I just need to fix yours too.
Me?
Yeah.
23 now.
There we go. Seems a little low.
I was down to 10 HP.
Oh, I had 16 for some reason.
I wasn't on full when I left. I was down. I was on 40 out of 45 before I even left the house.
Oh, okay.
I hadn't fully healed back up.
That's fine. It's very nice.
Be careful getting home. Shall we?
Let's go. She'll drive you following your directions out to the outskirts, where you will engage in some archeries. Just give me an archery roll to see how you're sort of doing.
It's in the other weapons. An 11. Not bad considering I'm seriously wounded.
20. But, you know, she is a professional.
Well, you're a lot better at this than I am.
It's not about being better, it's about having fun, yo.
I am having that.
So, let's get to know John. John Barrows, police officer, 4 arms, charging in to the fray.
That is me, quite often. I'm surprised, actually, you haven't already heard about me.
I'm from Texas.
Oh, right. Well, maybe it's better if you don't hear the stories then.
Why? Is there something concerning I should know about?
Let's just say the media is telling a lot of lies about me. That I'm the tame cyber psycho of the precinct. Right?
I'd use that to my advantage if I were you.
Thinking about it.
Every time you come across a group of criminals, you should be like, John Barrows, the cyber psycho of precinct, whatever the shit.
I like that. I'm gonna use it. I need to work on my real manic expression.
When people make fun of my mustache, it just drives me berserk.
Funnily enough, that's the one thing that hasn't happened.
She just made a reference to Billy Jack, a cowboy movie.
Hey. Nice. It's been a while since I've seen that one.
You've seen Billy Jack?
I've seen a lot of movies. Not all of them good. But I like them just the same.
Do you remember when Red Letter Media did Desert Sheriff?
Desert Sheriff.
Great name. Like,
Just spot on.
let's just say what it is.
I suppose you want to know about me.
Yeah. That's what this is for.
Fortunately, there isn't really too much to know. I grew up homeless on the street. Did actually run around with some of the younger, like, child gangs in the sort of outskirts area for a bit before I fell into law enforcement.
Fell in.
Well, say I was in a real pinch, and I asked for some help, and I got it from the man above.
Man of God.
Not too many of those left these days.
Is that a deal breaker?
Not at all.
Okay. Just, you know. Hey, I'm not gonna shit on you or anything.
No, it's fine.
Not even if that's what you're into.
Here we go.
Oh, no. So after I got help with the problem I was having, I really only had 2 choices. More crime, or the precinct, and the academy.
So he picked up a gun and he put on a badge and he
Well, they were taking
rode
all
out
comers at
into the
time.
lawless city.
You could say that.
Like Shadow Stevens.
And you? How'd you fall into speed brawl?
It really was. I just fell into it. So I grew up, what's the best way to put this? Orphan. So I thought. Turns out just abandoned.
Oh.
Mother died during childbirth. Dad, complete shit.
Sorry to hear.
So I sort of bounced around a nomad family a bit. That's where I learned to read. I can read, by the way. Did the same sort of thing you did, petty theft.
Anything to survive.
Well, it wasn't entirely necessary, but, everyone else is doing it, so...
I can't say it wasn't fun.
And then one day we got caught stealing from the wrong people. And they beat the living snot out of us. And put us in little cages and sold us off to a mine to work in the mines. And so I went from 7 to 14 working in a mine. And then one day, you're starting to develop a bit and the guards get a bit handsy. And one day I choked one to death with my own chain. Because it turns out I'm pretty strong. And then I ran away. I ended up in the free state of Texas. They came looking. Slavery's illegal. Turns out it was where we were too.
Right.
But I didn't know that. And they ended up in a lot of trouble. They picked a fight they shouldn't have. And they got fucked up. Pardon my French. We get, a little money from the free state of Texas. It's not really enough. But, I got a job. My friends didn't. They fell into crime. I didn't want to do it this time.
Clean life. Or clean break.
I got a job. But it turns out my boss was a shit. He was embezzling a large amount of money from the company. They came down on him before he escaped. And I ended up having to work off a lot of debt that the store owed the company. Which is fine. Got it done. Just did the work. It was... And I fell into speed brawl because of a pickpocket who stole the electronic little card thing from a customer. The little cards that carry digital eddies.
Oh, yeah.
Rich people tend to have them. Ran off down the street and I threw a can of beans. Apparently I threw it quite far, at least according to this guy, who was just like, "Can you do that again?" I said, "Well, sure." I hit him in the head again. And the guy said, "That's a hell of an arm you've got there." It turns out he worked for a speed brawl team.
And he scouted you like
Texas
that.
Wolfpack.
Huh.
And he scouted me. Now, I did not pass the audition, but I did get into speed brawl as a thing. So I worked a bit, worked a bit harder, and now I play for the Chiefs. Why am I playing for the Chiefs? They offered me more.
Yeah, of course.
And they agreed to certain stipulations in my contract. I don't...
If you don't want to say that.
I don't date easy. I don't trust people.
Huh.
Everyone
Fair
knows
enough.
who I am. Everyone just likes a hot body and they don't really care. I'm not dating because I want to fuck. I'm dating because I want a partner. And I don't
Interesting.
necessarily expect you to be that. I'm just, you gotta fish before you,
It's important to make things clear.
And what I didn't want to do was fuck around or end up in a hot tub with some corporate backer. And I don't have to do that.
It's important to be careful.
Yeah. Anyway, I told you way more about me than you told me about you.
Yeah.
How long have you not been married?
Still see the imprint, huh?
Well, also, like, that area on your finger is noticeably less tanned.
It's been a few months now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's kind of fresh.
that explains why you didn't want your app to be looking around.
Yeah, stupid little thing. Some kind of bug.
Hey, I'm happy so far.
I'm having a good time.
First date I've been on, you haven't gotten all handsy.
Even though I have so many. And I got a good bust out of it. The guys we arrested.
Oh, right, that kind of bust.
And, pay is performance-based.
Yeah, kind of doesn't sound like police.
Yeah, we're in a tough spot at the moment. Watson's not exactly the,
And of course, Cress is really, really tightening the economic sanctions on your little free city.
I was unaware of that.
Of course you are.
Trying to stay out of politics, honestly. There's enough on the street to deal with.
You might have to get involved.
Yeah.
Cops don't rise too far before they have to be aware of it.
I'm not really after the desk job anyway.
Your partner really put on a mustache and followed you on your date?
Like he might, I guess he was looking out for me, but the mustache, really.
I mean, if you guys want to do perception checks, I'm probably still going to be somewhere through some bushes with the fake mustache.
Stealth check.
Okay, we'll just save this note on making. I'll get back to that.
I didn't realize you were doing that.
Of course I'm doing that.
Probably because I hadn't come back to you, so that's fair. I'm not even going to ask how you got out here. Oh, I only got 10. Wow, what a great fucking...
14.
Stealth check, okay. 18.
Yeah, neither of us see you.
Yes! Perfect!
Okay, so I'm going to stipulate that with a perception check, if you can make it to 15...
I rolled a 1 into a 5, so it's only 9.
Oh.
So I'm only going to be...
So you have to move closer and make another stealth check, and we can make more perception.
Okay,
4.
I only got 4.
16.
4, I didn't see you. He might see you. And now you can hear what's going on, but he might know you're there.
So like in the reflection of something close by.
Everything alright?
Yeah, fine.
I
Just,
believe you were telling me about your family.
it's a bit of a rough story, honestly.
No,
Sure
you
you
don't
wanna
have to
hear
go into it.
Just say they're not around anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Me too.
Well, not entirely sorry. You get it, but...
But I gotta do what I gotta do, right? Keep on going. That's what you want. It's got a little bit awkward, didn't it?
Let's shoot at more arrows at targets.
Let's do it. I wonder if I could fire 2 arrows out of this.
You probably could, but it's not a good idea.
Maybe once I have a few more skills.
18.
No.
And it's even with my -2 on the armor penalty that I should not be taking because she's not wearing it.
It's got a 9.
Here, let me... Your grip's all messed up.
Fix
Look,
me up.
roll your thumb around there. Okay? So you should be able to, lift. Okay, so let's put an arrow on here. She'll, just come around behind you and be just...
The ghost music
Yeah.
plays.
Are you doing that?
Just...
So you should be able to lift that flat. There we go. Now just pull back, even. Feel free to raise your elbow. This isn't a rifle.
Chicken wing.
And then just let your fingers roll off the string. Try that now. You have a +2 trading bonus.
Nice. I didn't even... I must have been playing it back wrong too. My shoulder didn't hurt the same.
Just straighten out that arm and pull along the body. Not like this. A lot of people try and pull like that. It's just going to roll up your shoulder.
Thanks. You're good at this.
I'm okay.
Well, teaching, I guess.
Oh. I can't really take you much beyond that. That's just basics. But we have to learn how to use a variety of things because you don't know what your weapon spawns are going to be.
Yeah, I was surprised when I heard about some of the things going on there.
I'm really wondering what they're going to have going for the opener match. It's going to be pretty spectacular. It could be a vehicles match.
Wasn't aware they did vehicles.
Last season finale was an all-around Texas. A rally. Started in the stadium, finished in the stadium. They had to make it through checkpoints. It went for 3 days.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
That must have been rough.
Oh, especially since there were just random packs of like people who got wind of the route, because it
Romance
takes so
and such.
long attacking you for the shits.
Right.
You have to get through the checkpoints, and we have to pick up these cases. And you get back to the stadium, the cases all assemble together into a big old weapon. You gotta shoot it through the goal.
Right.
First team to do that wins.